All right, down to the feet, of which I have quite a bit of work to do, but my main concern is once again to get a reference mesh, and then I'll be sculpting out more after I come back. Here's part of the thing with the feet, and the reason why typically I'll keep the feet fairly loose and not sculpted before I bring this into Maya. The reason being is that I'll build those toes, I'll build the digits with my geometry inside of Maya, and I don't want to have to snap to it because we're going to end up making this a live surface and then using quad draw inside of Maya 2015 to snap to the surface. And the feet, when you get digits like this, it can be a pain snapping around that. And I don't want to have to deal with any sort of glitches in those small areas. So I'm just going to go ahead and rough these out and then sculpt them afterwards. So let's go ahead and use slice curve. When we use that, it won't mirror over to the other side. So let's go to Geometry, Modify Topology, Mirror and Weld. Select Brush, invert our selection, delete Hidden. There we go. Remesh. And I'm just looking for general placement. Wanted to dig in a little bit there. Let's pull that in a little bit more. Let's go to the back feet and just get the volume on these lion's feet. You know, I can do it this way, but I think I want something a little bit cleaner, so I'm going to jump over to an Insert Mesh brush. Let's use a sphere. I'll be able to shape that a little bit more cleanly. I don't want those shrinking in place. Let's turn on our local symmetry and scale down instead. There we go. Remesh. Turn off perspective, and let's clip the bottom of these feet so we have a nice flat bottom to our feet and make sure everything's sitting level. Flat on the ground, there we go. And let me pull up some reference, because right now I find myself pulling this out of my head, which is never a good thing. I always want to go to my reference first. Lion paw. Let's look at their rear paw. All right, so it's not such a large sphere. Well, I know it's got some volume, but I think I have to add thickness into the ankles here. So I'm just going to inflate this out. These are a little too far forward. Just pull it back a little. Let's pull this up, and actually, let's look at our anatomy. We'll take a look at the bones. All right, so it's like a cylinder actually inserting into the paw. This is something I'm going to have to end up straightening out anyways, so let's pull this forward a little bit. Flush out this area some more. These guys have to come way back. There we go. Let's remesh. Got a little bit of crusty nastiness in here. So let's, I'll use the clay brush to gap fill in here. And then do one more remesh. It's looking a little bit horsey at the moment. Let's pull that in. At which point do you think it's advisable to start adding saddle, etc.? Would that be done separately once the main creature is fully done? Yes. So I'm gonna we're gonna take this and start reach apologizing inside of Maya today. What I would like to do is on Friday finish up reach apology, bring it back in, and then start on the saddle. So I'm gonna get this guy, say about 75 to 85% of the way there when we come in after reach apology and we've reprojected, and then we'll start building the saddle out so that we can, yeah, there you go.